Cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in line in the fire, and fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. Never compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, for the race better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye, all cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in line in the fire, and fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. Never compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, for the race better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye.
It's one West, you know, we all about our people. We know how we roll. Let's keep it deep in this hole. Rose out of concrete, red furnace of a picture, get by my feet. Street this cycle with dead when I speak, break bread when I eat. The mic style down in our feet cause we royalty. Niggas walking so nobly, I know this loyalty. Ain't no control, we in solidarity. Stand on integrity after singularity. Get big niggas a reprisal. We the biggest, do it out like about survival. Born in the mud, 10 toes called Geico. Crashing the niggas on the block trying to cycle. No cowards in your neck, get my people on the rival. With a mic kill a psycho like Michael. Archangel the knife, I bring strong cold on the building title. You boys on the original recycle. So trifle. We tight like a beach in the game of the nine like paper. Eating mice reading in the Bible. We on the scene looking live, ho. This ain't no revival. But we revive those. Broken looking for a revival. Together we'll break this Carlos cycle. We don't bang no rival. Gang nigga, this is tribal. 12 families under one banner, blacks, Hispanics, they little Americans, this the arrival. All cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in the line in the fire, and the fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. And I'm compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, for the race better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye, all cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in line in the fire, and the fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. And never compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, we'll raise it better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye. Brotherhood like coke is in the man, in his hole, it like that shit. Boys leaning in, one body, one spirit, nostalgia like 90s lubricants and applicant. Come with the blink, for you better off pissing off in the fan. 10 toes, I was stand up, I was there, I like shine, I was before man. Protesting over designer is the old man. Feel no man, rolling on the roman, coming for atonement. Savage like Conan.
All cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in line in the fire, and the fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. And never compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, for the race better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye, all cowards die, my brotherhood's a weapon. Real niggas rise in line in the fire, and the fiction we survive. I tell no lie, when trouble love rise, we tell across the line, won't wait till I die. And never compromise, loyalty over the sign, this how we live our lives, we'll raise it better high. When we ride, real niggas in the hate in the eye.
All right. Clap it up. All right, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding during YAHANNA. It is Monday, the history breakdown class. You understand, where we break down our records. You know what I'm saying? Line upon line, precept upon precept, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. You understand? Using external references, support and back up what's in the Bible. You understand? So we're gonna get back on topic. You know, we've been on this long dive, Yakubad, you know what I'm saying? Or it says in one of my songs, a long ride, you know what I'm saying? With this Genesis breakdown. You understand? So currently we are in Genesis 19. And we breaking down Salaki. And we breaking down the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? So where we left off last time, you know, they had pulled in, you know what I'm saying, to Sodom. Lot was like, you know, my Lord's turn in under me. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be out here after dark. You know what I'm saying? The people out here is wicked. You understand? And he brought them to the door. You understand? And you know, the people, like the word on the street, it was new mans. You know what I'm saying? Out on the street. You understand what I'm saying? You know, with all types of wickedness. You feel me? It was like, where's the mans that you brought in amongst unto you? Bring them out here unto us so that we may know them. You know what I'm saying? As we know biblically, the word know means to lay with them as if they were women. You know what I'm saying? And Lot was like, look, man, you know, I got 2 daughters that have never known a man. Deal with them as you wish. You understand? But not unto these men. You understand? I mean, you know, no real father would put his daughters in harm's way like that. You feel me? You know, and they was like, who is this nigga that is sojourned amongst us, gonna judge us and tell us how to live? You understand? They was like, nigga, if you don't bring them niggas out here, we gonna do to you worse than we gonna do unto them. You understand? And that's where we at in the story. That's about verse 9. That's literally where I just stopped there. So let's start at Genesis chapter 19 and verse 9. So you got to go ahead and read it.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will need be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
You understand? So what you got to understand is that as I said last class, you know, light cannot dwell with darkness, right? You know what I'm saying? One of y'all give me Psalms 1 so we can get a quick, you know, perspectives of where we left off last time in class. Psalms 1. When you got to go ahead and read it.
Come on, the book of Psalms, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
You understand? You know, if Lot, you know, would have been walking around in the council of these men, good night. He'd have been a booty warrior and a booty bandit just like them. You understand? Keep reading.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
You understand? And to keep it real, Lot shouldn't have even went out there to try and even talk to them. You understand? He should have brought them in unto his house when they was knocking on his door. Like how many times y'all done been at the house, somebody come knock on y'all door, y'all look through the peephole, and ain't nobody y'all know, y'all go back and sit down. Y'all don't even say nothing. Y'all don't even be like, who is it? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't even say anything. Don't even stand in the way of sinners. You understand? And then you go out there and put yourself between them and the sin that they trying to commit, you gonna die. You understand? Sometimes, you know, Captain Kahan and Captain Yazaki told me this. He was like, I know you got a zeal for your people, right? But sometimes you can't get in the way of the Lord's judgment, or you gonna get judged. You know what I'm saying? And what he meant by that, it ain't because I'm unrighteous. You gonna be collateral damage from the outcome that the Lord got for them. This is why you shouldn't go to birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? Even though you righteous, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can go there and stand without. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they want to do the birthday cake and the gifts and all of that, you can go and stay in other places. You know what I'm saying? Or be outside or whatever. You feel me? But what happens if it's a situation when that person whose party you at got opposition? And they know that not only that person, but that person's closest loved ones is going to be at this birthday gathering, the celebration. They decide to come and wake the spot up. They be like, oh, times like, you know, you being a little bit too extra. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is this far-fetched? How many stories have you heard of clubs getting shot up or people being at different events and they getting shot up? You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to hit this person and multiple people die. That's called collateral damage. Wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't even been there in the first place, especially if you know better. You know what I'm saying? So don't stand in the way of sinners. Don't get in the way of the Lord's judgment. Because like Lot stood in the way. Like when he saw them out on the streets, like, look, man, y'all, y'all probably shouldn't be out there after dark. They was like, nah, we gonna be out here on the street all night. You know what I'm saying? So they had plans to murder niggas, but they was also on mission looking for Lot, you know, because of the orders they got from the angel that was with Abraham. You understand? All right, keep reading Psalms 1.
Will come, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
You know what I'm saying? What does that word scorn mean? Let's look it up. You know what I'm saying? I know where that dictionary at? We got a dictionary in here. Oh, you got it on your phone? Go ahead, bet. We had it. What happened to that dictionary that was sitting up here on the podium? It's probably in the camp bag. I don't know why they would take the dictionary to camp. But no sweat. What does scornful mean?
Feeling or impressing.
And say it into the mic.
Feeling or impressing, contempt or derision.
You know what I'm saying? So these brothers had extreme contempt for not only Lot, because he's not of the people of Sodom, he's a sojourner. You know what I'm saying? They had even more contempt for the new men that came up on there. So, oh yeah, we're gonna break y'all in real nice. You understand? So don't sit in the seat of the scornful. Don't make your dwelling place around sinners. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Will come, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So because Lot was brought up under the household of his uncle, he knew the law. He kept the law. You understand? So when the angels saw him, they had they were not opposed to turning in unto him. You understand? Because he knew the law of the Lord. You feel me? And he had the same mindset that Abraham had when he saw the angels of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go back to before we go there, give me Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. You gotta go ahead and read it.
Will come. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Do what?
Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Mm-hmm.
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
Mm-hmm.
And what communion have light with darkness?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what we talking about right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, when they came and knocked on the door, like, you already know what these people about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got no communion with them. You feel me? To be honest with you, as soon as Lot moved into that city, you know what I'm saying? He should have, once he saw what that was about, he should be like, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, you go out partying and your partners be like, yeah, man, we about to go to this new spot or whatever. And, you know, they was like, I'm going to send you the address. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens you pull up on Montrose and you walking down the street and you seeing people with all types of, you know, alternative lifestyle flags and, you know, looking, you know, real, you know, queer eye for the straight guy. You feel me? You've been like, hey, bro, I know, you know, this is a spot that you said is new and stuff like that, bro. Yeah, I ain't comfortable around here. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Just, you know, get at me on the flip side. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't even wanted to dwell there. I understand that the land looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like, Las Vegas looks amazing. It's a city of lights. But you know what it's also known as? The city of sin. Like, literally, when you walk down the streets of Las Vegas, the street is littered with flyers of hookers and pornography. It's literally littered on the street. They have street sweepers that come by and clean the streets up because the streets is littered with flyers of naked girls and call girls and escorts and prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? Why would you, if you are a priest, a righteous priest of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Unless you are called to do the work, you know what I'm saying? To have testimony against that city, you understand? What point is there to live in Las Vegas? You know what I'm saying? Like, what point is it it is literally called the city of sin? You know what I'm saying? I would move elsewhere. And majority of the brothers that do the work in Las Vegas, they live outside the city of Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, let's get back to the story. All right, let's get back to Genesis chapter 19. We at verse 10.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
But the men put forth their hand, and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door. Verse 11. And they smote the man.
They shook the man. They shook the man's hand.
Smote the man.
What does it mean to smote?
Strike him down.
You know what I'm saying? What you about to say, Paul?
To slay him.
You know what I'm saying? To boy, if I say I'm gonna smite you, brother, you know what I'm saying? If a brother uses the word smite in today's time, brother, you better watch out. You know what I'm saying? That brother quoting Shakespeare, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
Judah Maccabees.
You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Keep reading.
And they smote the man that were at the door of the house with blindness. Both small and great.
But what?
Small and great.
Now this is important to know because this was said before that the men that round about the door were both young and old. You understand? We talking about young men, children. You understand? Like this is just a cesspool, you understand, of sexual deviant activity. You know what I'm saying? As the Greeks called the mentor and mentee relationship. You understand? So what you got to realize is in these times, like, there's nothing new under the sun, right? Before the fall of every great civilization, I mean, it's just facts. We can Google it. You understand? Homosexuality runs rampant in that society. You understand? In the Egyptian society, in the Greek society, in the Roman society, in the Persian, in the Medes society. You understand? Homosexuality ran rampant before the decline, right? Like, they literally have laws put in place for them to get married. You understand? I remember when I was a kid, to see someone kiss on television was a big deal. You understand? They have gay sex scenes on television now. That is utterly disgusting. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why do you want to have? And not only do they have it on adult television, they have it on the cartoons for the kids. You understand? Like, they have programs in the school teaching pronouns. You know, you don't have to identify with you. If you want to identify as a dog, we'll treat you like a dog. We'll put a leash on you. We'll walk you through the school. You think I'm lying? Look it up. You know what I'm saying? It's a school right now that has children identify as dogs, so they put their food in dog bowls so they can lap and eat during the lunchroom table. I mean, hell, maybe I should go to work and tell them I identify as two people, so I need 2 checks. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the work of 2 people. I need 2 checks. Or a 13-year-old that says I identify as 25. So I should be able to have a license to carry and drink alcohol. See how idiotic and stupid that sounds? But when you go along to get along, society falls. You feel me? So what you also got to understand is when you're doing the right thing, the Lord will fight your battles. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 32. You're going to read the 35. Deuteronomy 32 and 32. Let me get there with you. When you got to go ahead and read it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
For the vein is of the vein of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes and grapes of Gal, their cultures are bitter. Verse 33. Their wine is a poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps. Verse 34. Is not this laid up and stored with me and sealed up among my treasures?
You understand? So he's saying, is not the wrath of Sodom and Gomorrah sealed up with him? You understand? Like, what you got to realize is that the tears of the righteous, right, and the prayers of the righteous are under the throne room seat of the Most High God. You understand? It feels, it says the prayers of the righteous fill the throne room God like the incense of smoke. You understand? You know, normally we got it, man, where my incense at, man? Let's get the Frankie and Beverly rolling. You understand? Right. But normally, you know what I'm saying, the incense will be rolling through here. It'll be a thick cloud in here. That'll be the prayers of all the children of Israel across the world, crying out of the oppression that they are under. And it's there so that the Lord will never forget. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 35. So to me belongeth vengeance and repentance.
35, you good.
Come. Their foot shall slide in.
Start over.
Come. Verse 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord said to him belongeth vengeance and recompense. You understand? So when somebody do you wrong, it is not your job to exact vengeance. You understand? If your wife leave you or commit adultery on you with another man, it's not for you to exact vengeance. You understand? If unfortunately, sis, if your husband is abusive and he abuses you, just leave. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you to exact vengeance. That's what you call the priests and prophets of the Lord for, Salaki. You understand? Because we don't tolerate that in this school. You understand? If a police officer, you understand, pulls you over unjustly and pulls you out of the car and handles you aggressively, your job is to get home to your women, to your wife, and to your child. You understand? Fight that battle in court. You understand? The vengeance is not for you to do it right then and there. The vengeance is the Lord. The reason why we're set as the underdog is because everybody loves the underdog in the fight. You understand? That's why every time Floyd Mayweather fought, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he was fighting against our Issachar brothers, you know what I'm saying? All the Issachars put money on the Issachar because everybody loves the underdog. They want to see the top dog taken out. You understand? So it is the Lord to exact vengeance upon your behalf because you have a binding contract. As we went over, we have a blood oath, a blood contract with terms and conditions. You understand? So if you are righteous and you're holding up the terms of the contract, get out the way so the Lord can hold his obligation and do what he's supposed to do. You mess around and stand in the way, and what's supposed to happen to the person that the Lord is exacting vengeance upon, you get swept upon it. So somebody do something wrong to you at work, you want to fight, you and that person get fired. Now, your children can't eat. Now you, your wife and your children, y'all facing eviction because you got so much pride. Keep reading.
Come. Their feet shall slide in due time.
Their what?
Their feet shall slide in due time.
You understand? Their feet shall slide in due time. Don't think just because what they doing, they gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think just because Queen Elizabeth died, she's gonna get away with the atrocities that she's done to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? And the evil that she's done in the world. Oh, don't think she's getting away of it. Because Christ said the nigga that pierced him on the side gonna see him coming on the cloud. He gonna be like, oh, that's that nigga right there. Land on his head. Nobody's getting away of it. The scripture says, do not fear him that can destroy your flesh, but fear him that can destroy your flesh and your spirit in hell. Because the Lord will kill you and bring you back to drown you. You know what I'm saying? Bring you back to get shot. You know what I'm saying? Bring you back, you know what I'm saying, to get in a car accident to become a quadriplegic. You know what I'm saying? To bring you back, you know what I'm saying, to die of asphyxiation from choking on a chicken bone or a piece of a fish bone in your throat. You know what I'm saying? To bring you back, you know what I'm saying, to get hit by a straight bullet in the club, to bring you back to serve a life sentence in prison. You know what I'm saying? To bring you back, you know what I'm saying, to let you experience Sodom and Gomorrah in the penal system. You understand? The Lord will destroy you over and over and over again. So you understand, have no hope in any lifetime, in any lifespan. Let the Lord do his job. Keep reading.
Come. For the day of the calamity is at hand.
The day of the what?
For the day of their calamity is at hand.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite scriptures in Proverbs. I think it's in Proverbs 1, where it says, wisdom, you understand, will laugh at your calamity because you sought not her truth. You know what I'm saying? So when the calamity comes, she will laugh at you. You understand? There's nothing worse than, and the reason why it speaks of wisdom like a woman, there ain't nothing worse than a woman laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? It make you feel this big. You understand? Was that it on 35? Keep reading.
Come. And the things that shall come upon them make haste.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, sir.
All right, no sweat. Give me Psalms 91. Start at 5. Give me Psalms 91.
This is Psalms chapter 91, verse, you said 5?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleet by day.
You understand? There's nothing to be afraid of. You understand? Like, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the Lord gonna do what he's supposed to do. I know you may be behind on your car note. Just keep working. Keep going to work. You know what I'm saying? You gonna come to work one day and your boss gonna be like, we giving out $500 bonuses to everybody this week because y'all didn't work hella overtime. So, you know, we're gonna give y'all a $500 quarterly bonus. Okay, that's you 3 payments behind. That's plus the payment that you didn't pay this month. Now you 2 payments behind. Just keep showing up and doing what you're supposed to do. The Lord will make a way, Akia. The Lord will make a way. Keep reading.
Come, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nor for the pestilence that walk in darkness, nor for the destruction that watcheth at noonday.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at
Well,
thy
back
right.
up. Go to verse 6 one more time. Go to verse 6 one more time.
Come. This is verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness,
Mm-hmm.
nor for the destruction that watcheth wasted at noonday.
At noonday.
So,
you understand? So I know they got a new variant coming out of the Corona-19. So what? I know they got this new monkeypox coming out. So what happened? What happened to SARS? What happened to the West Nile? What happened to chickenpox and the measles? What happened to polio? Right? What happened to malaria? You know what I'm saying? These things, as long as you're doing the work of the Lord and you being righteous, you don't have to fear these things. You understand? When they say, man, y'all heard about that new variant coming out? No, what is it? You know, it's supposed to hit the world hard. It's supposed to hit it harder than the than the Delta variant. It's supposed to affect the world, and I'd be like, you okay with that? I mean, brother, it's right on time. Scripture says that the angel of death will pour out his veil, and pestilence will fill the earth. We right on time. Focus on your salvation. And if you focus on your salvation, this is what will happen. Verse 7.
Come. It's verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
You understand? 10,000 people will die on your right hand side. 1,000 at your left. You understand? And death will not come nigh unto thee. It's going to be just like when the children of Israel were in the land of Egypt. Death going to come by and like, oh, he got the mark of the blood on the lintel. Okay, we ain't going to mess with them. Let's keep it moving. You got the seal of the Lord. Focus on that. Everything else will work itself out. The scripture says that yesterday is gone, tomorrow is not yet here, but the evil is sufficient enough for the day.
Right.
You understand? Focus on dealing with the evil in each moment for the day. Trust me, dealing with your own personal demons is enough. If you got a husband or a wife and children, dealing with their demons is enough. Dealing with the demons of your supervisor and your boss on your job, it's enough. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the demons of traffic and somebody cutting you off and giving you the finger for the day, it's enough. Focus on making the right decision in the moment. That's hard enough. You worried about something that don't even exist yet. Because what you got to realize right now, wherever you are, your car don't exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your job don't exist. You working on faith. If I show up at this place at this time, my job is going to be there. But it don't exist. You worried about something that don't exist right now. Focus on making the right decisions right now. All right, let's get back to the story. All right. We had, what was that? 19. We ended at 11. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And the man said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13. For we will destroy this place.
For they will what?
Destroy this place.
You understand? Remember, the scripture says that 10,000 will fall at your right hand, 1,000 on your left, but death will not come nigh unto thee. You understand? He letting them know, hey, look, bro, you know, Abraham been cutting for you. You know what I'm saying? Abraham, the only reason why we here. You know, we let you know, we about to tear it down, my boy. You might not want to be here. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord.
You understand? What you have to understand is that the Lord, you understand, will deliver the righteous and he will destroy the wicked. Give me 2 Peter's 2:9. Give me 2 Peter's chapter 2, verse 9. That's in the New Testament towards the end, close to the book of Revelation.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations,
Mm-hmm.
and to preserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
The Lord knows how to deliver, you understand, the righteous. You understand? Like, what you got to realize is it don't matter how hard your situation is, the Lord will prepare room for escape. The scripture says in the book of Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, if any man chooses to serve the Lord, to prepare his soul for temptation. So the Lord is preparing a test, because you can only be proved by being tried through affliction. So if the Lord is going to put a test before you, it has to be a way to pass it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That passing it is by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Christ said, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Right? Read verse 9 again for me.
This book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation,
Mm-hmm.
and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
You understand? Don't think that they getting away. They not. You know what I'm saying? See, what you fail to realize is the biggest thing that the wicked fear is death, right? They fear the loss of time and the loss of all of their riches, because their riches is all they have to show for the wickedness that they've done in the earth. Because they know once they lose that and they die, they have to pay for what they've done. That's why Queen Elizabeth looked like the Walking Dead before she died. Because she done probably had, I don't know how many baby hearts in her. Or baby pancreases and liver transplants in her. You understand? Like George Soros, he looks the same way Queen Elizabeth looked before she died. The skin is literally hanging off of the bones. Mm-hmm. They look like walking dead.
That's right.
They're afraid to die because they know that they're going to have to pay for what they did. Nobody gets away. Nobody. Give me what I want. Give me Leviticus 26 and 30. And you got to go ahead and read it. 26 and 30.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I will destroy your high places,
mm-hmm.
and cut down your images,
mm-hmm.
and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols.
Mm-hmm.
And my soul shall adore you.
Abhor
you.
Keep reading.
Verse 31. And I will make your cities waste.
He will make your cities what?
Waste.
Joyful.
Waste.
Glee.
Waste.
Gay.
Waste.
Happy.
Waste.
Joyful.
Waste.
You understand? The Lord said he will make your cities waste. He said he's going to cast your carcasses on top of your idols. Mm. You understand? That big statue of Caesar Borgia in Brazil standing on the mountain like this. Oh, it's gonna be many dead bodies hanging from that. Right. You understand? That rock, you understand, that cobblestone in Mecca, if they walk around, oh, it's gonna be many dead bodies nailed to that. You understand? And prostrated on the ground, dead before that. That big statue of Buddha, oh yeah, it's gonna be many dead bodies hanging from that. You understand? The Lord said that he's going to lay your carcass across your idols. Where's your God? I tell you what, since you believed and loved your God so much, I'll stop killing you the moment that your God shows up. That's what Christ is going to say. Because I'm the true authority, the true power upon the face of this earth. I'm the king. And my Father is God. But since you believe in Buddha, I'll tell you what. Michael, don't even pull out the big blade. Get the small blade. Just keep cutting him. With small cuts, and we'll keep cutting him until Ganesh shows up, or Kali, or Buddha. The moment Kali or Buddha shows up, I'll stop cutting. You hear that, Michael? And they're going to cut you with 1,000 cuts until you bleed at the feet of the God that you prostrate yourself under. Read.
And bring your sanctuaries unto desolation.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not smell the savor of your sweet odors.
No sweat. Let's go back to Leviticus. I'm not Leviticus. Go back to Genesis 19. We had 19 and 14.
This is the book of SKYPE. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And Lot went out and spake unto his son-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place,
mm-hmm.
for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seems as one that mocked unto his son-in-law.
You understand? If you dwell with the righteous, right, you'll have the reward of the righteous. You'll be saved, right? But this is the thing about people that don't believe, right? They already think it's a joke. So let's just say we get an order from Commanding General YAHANNA, and he got an order from Christ that the chariot's gonna be here on Friday, right? I need every brother, you understand, in your family to prepare one bag. You know what I'm saying? You can have a bag, your wife can have a bag, if you have a child, your child can have a bag. You know what I'm saying? Now, the chariots can come between now and Friday, but I know for sure they're going to be here Friday. You understand? And you come home, you tell your wife everything that need to be done. Let's just say your cousin living in the house with you. Like, look, bro, you here, get a bag. Like, nigga, ain't no chariots coming on. Christ ain't coming on Friday. You outside your mind. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, this is the order that we've been given, bro. You in my household. I love you. You know what I'm saying? So you under my protection, bro. I need you to do this because we got orders to meet at this location on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting prepared at 5 o'clock in the morning to pull out to be at location at land zone I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? To be gathered together to be taken. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to wake them up like, bro, come on, bro, we gotta go. You packed your bag? Nah, I ain't packing no bag, bro. Man, watch out, bro. I'm trying to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Bro, wake up. We gotta go. Man, bump all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to watch, you know what I'm saying, the Texans and the Cowboys. Go on with all that foolishness, man. It's Friday night football. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all when y'all get back, when y'all realize it's some bullcorn. And then he wake up live today on Channel 26. 200 million chariots have appeared across the sky, and there's one that's looking like a mothership that's over the capital of DC and over the Vatican and over the Louvre in France. Then all of a sudden it's a scene out of Independence Day and they all rain down terror. And you're going to be, woe is me, because you thought it was a game. You mocked the priests and prophets of the Lord, and all they did was try and save your life. I mean, we just talking about the Bible. Ain't nothing that we telling you to do wrong. Not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, it'll give you a longer life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not celebrating pagan holidays like Halloween, you won't get poisoned by drugs being put in candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You won't get shot on the 4th of July or on New Year's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You won't have to worry about your house catching on fire from Christmas lights. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about arguing with your family, you know what I'm saying, or your mother cussing you out for not being a good son, for not getting her the gift that she wants on Mother's Day. Or you being a horrible husband, you understand, because you didn't get, or a horrible wife, because you didn't get your spouse what they wanted on their birthday. And you face divorce, and you've been paying the bills in the house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, huh? You don't got to worry about none of that. Give me, where we at? Give me Revelations 18:4. Mm-hmm.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 4.
Hold on one second. The sister asked, she says, Salakia, sir, may I ask, is YAHANNA coming with an army to destroy, and who will be in that army? Okay, Christ is coming with the scripture says in Revelations 200,000 angels of the Lord. So 2,000 chariots. That's 200 million. We call them I.F.O. because they are identified flying objects. They're chariots, right? The people that will be in those chariots will be angels of the Lord. Now, there will be a great battle of Armageddon that will be held in the Valley of Jehoshaphat with Babylon and his confederate minions, right? You know what I'm saying? With the United States and those that are confederate with them. Once they are decimated, right? If you Google right now, there are people that are building bunkers, right? Converting missile silos into bunkers to try and get away from what's coming, right? Since you hold in Revelations 18:4 for me, Sapar, for the sister's question, give me Jeremiah 16:16. Right? So she can get an understanding. So the Lord in his, first and foremost, the Lord said he gonna rise city up against city, neighbor against neighbor, nation against nation. So the Lord gonna let them battle it out. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that battle, he gonna show up and wipe out the remnant, right? And after the remnant is wiped out and Babylon is destroyed, it said it's gonna be like a great fire, a smoke that you like the smoke right here. Imagine you being in London and you seeing the smoke of USA rising up in the sky. That's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna be all the way in the UK, you're gonna see the smoke of London. I mean, the smoke of the United States. You're gonna be in Russia, you're gonna be in Hawaii, you see the smoke of the United States. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be somewhere in Alaska seeing the smoke of the United States. You know what I'm saying? But after they wipe everything out, this is what's gonna happen.
So then we'll come to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
You understand? So that's what's happening right now. The Lord is sending the fishermen out, right? To fish our people out. Because what he's about to read in Revelation 18:4, matter of fact, give him the mic, read Revelation 18:4.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her.
Saying what?
Come out of her.
Saying what?
Come out of her.
Saying what?
Come out of her.
Mm-hmm.
My people, that ye be not partakers of her sins,
Mm-hmm.
and that ye receive not her of her plagues.
Now give him back the mic. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to happen to those that are partakers of their sin, right? And the plagues that's coming unto them after the Lord then wiped out all of these cities that have oppressed us, right? Because the Lord said first he's going to send the fishers. The fishers are saying, come out of her, my people. Don't miss the mothership. You know what I'm saying? Then this is what's going to happen. Read.
And will come, and they shall fish them.
Mm-hmm.
And after, I will send many hunters.
After he's going to send many what?
I will send many hunters.
Many what?
Many hunters.
What do hunters do, They do what?
Hunt and slay.
What does it mean to slay?
To smite.
To kill.
To kill.
You know what I'm saying? When Christ come, it ain't gonna be no talking. He gonna take us in the chariots off away into the wilderness, so we not in the way of destruction that's coming. And then after that, he's going to prepare us to go on a hunting party. Everybody that is of the old world, old age, and of old society, they will be hunted. And let me show you how detailed he's gonna be with hunting. Remember, I told you they're preparing bunkers and missile silos right now. You understand? I'm talking about, if you Google it, you can go on YouTube. They're going for $2.8 million a unit. And they're underground. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you know that this is a prophecy of the Lord. Keep reading, Sapar.
Will come, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Out of the what?
From out of the holes of the rocks.
Because the Lord already knew that they was going to build these silos and these holes in the ground that's 100 feet in the earth and thought that they were going to protect them. Like, there are literal underground cities right now. You understand? There are entrances from DC, you understand, from the Midwest and New York. There are underground cities that they've built right now, that they've housed all. You want to know why it's a food shortage? It's because they're putting it in the underground cities. Look, he done pulled it up.
It's one in Texas.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's one in Texas. You know what I'm saying? They are building underground city for the rich and the wealthy.
Right.
They don't care about you. That's why there's a shortage on food. That's why there's a run, you know what I'm saying, on all sustainable and clean water. That's why your gas bill is so high, because they know that a blackout is coming. You understand? And when a blackout comes, how are they going to have electricity? They're going to have to run generators. They're stealing the gas to run these cities, to run these buildings and these businesses on your dime. You understand? But the Lord said that we're going to hunt them out of every mountain, out of every hole, and out of every cleft of the rock. There's nowhere that you can go to hide from the judgment that's coming. Give me, because the questions his ass is right on top of what we're talking about. Give me Galatians 7 and 9. I'm sorry, Galatians 6. We're going to read 7 through 9.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
God is not what?
God is not mocked.
You understand? That's what they thought. You understand? They thought it was sweet. You understand? When Lot rode upon his sons-in-law, and he told them, look, man, the angels about to come and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up out of here. I got you, your betrothed wives. You know what I'm saying? We got everything packed up. I need y'all to get one bag so we can all make this pilgrimage. You know what I'm saying? They said that, you know, we can go to Zoar. We don't got to flee all the way to the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
It'll come. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Whatever a man soweth, that's what he's going to reap. You understand? But like, what you got to realize, the Lord will not be mocked. You know what I'm saying? You calling his priests and prophets a little when they out on the streets, you calling them Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? You're saying they got curtains on the side of their pants. You know what I'm saying? You laugh when they speak of the Bible, and you laugh when we tell you that 200 million chariots are going to crack open the sky, and they're going to be led by a black man with a gray fro, a white fro, and his eyes is going to be flame of fire, and him and his garments is going to be dipped in the blood of our enemies. At this point, I don't understand like how you can think that's a joke. It's it's way more UFO activity now than it was when I was a kid. I'm talking about it's almost one every other week. You can go on YouTube. One of my favorite people that I follow on YouTube is Dre OG. You know what I'm saying? Because he be doing videos of all the strange UFO stuff that's happening all over where he pulled it from TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest. You know what I'm saying? He just be pulling everything. Go ahead.
And selected, sir, if I may, I believe last year, in the year 2022, they said they had over 144 UFO sightings.
Come on, man. Like, so is it so far-fetched? You know, you got pilots like, yeah, no, it's the Anunnaki. Okay. All right.
The lizard people.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
I know in 60 Minutes they got a whole.
Hey, if you good, Baba Kashan, what? I'm listening to you. I'll go ahead.
Come on. They got a whole segment on 60 Minutes about this pilot that used to pilot for the U.S. Navy. He was talking about all the UFOs they were seeing.
Yeah, there was like one of them. You can look it up on YouTube. It's called the Tic Tac. right? So if you go on YouTube, you type up Tic Tac UFO sighting, it's going to be a U.S. Air Force pilot, and he's flying. A UFO pop up on the radar, right? And it's moving, and it's moving so fast that he can't even keep it in his sight, and it pops off the blip, and it shoots off to where his LZ is supposed to be, and as he's approaching, is waiting for him, and then it makes a 90-degree turn, not a curve, a turn, and drops off a radar and disappears. Like the way it moves, there's no humanly manned vessel that can move like that. To make a turn on a dime at 90 degrees, you would explode inside of a plane. The G-force that it takes to make a turn like that, you would explode. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to it. Let's go to, was that all? Where you stop at in Galatians?
Galatians 6 and 7. Still have 8.
All right, you're going to read the 9. Read the 9.
But it will come verse 8. This is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Mm-hmm.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
So what you put out, basically what you put out, you're going to get back. You understand? I know it's not hard to do the right thing, but sometimes it's hard to do the right thing, if you know what I'm saying. It's hard knowing that you live in a righteous life and you seeing those that sin prosper. You understand? It to a certain degree, it can destroy your heart. It can destroy your faith because you're like, what am I doing this for? What am I getting out of this? You understand? But I'm going to tell you something. Everything that I've lost in the world, I've gotten back tenfold in this truth. But I've had to fight for every inch, tooth and nail. You understand? Like it says in Genesis. Matter of fact, give me that. Give me some Yakubah. Give me in Genesis where it says I want to say it's Genesis chapter 3. Like towards the end, thorns and thistles. Thorns and thistles. Genesis 3. When it said, from the sweat of your brow through thorns and thistles, that you shall bring forth. Somebody find that for me. I want to say it's towards the end of the chapter. This is when the Lord judging Adam and Eve. Thorns and thistles. You got it? I got you.
I found it.
You found it? Go ahead.
18. Let me start at 17.
That's fine.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife,
Mm-hmm.
and hast eaten of the tree of which I command thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
It said what?
Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
So one thing that you have to understand, Akim and Akwathium, that's brothers and sisters, cursed is the ground for our sake, right? Because when it's just given to you, you don't appreciate it. You understand? Keep reading.
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all day.
You understand? In sorrow shall you eat of it all day. You understand? Which means the work that you're going to have to do is going to be hard work. Keep reading.
On the days of thy life.
All the what?
All the days of thy life.
You understand? It's every day that you get up, you're not going to want to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a saying that I say all the time to people. When they tell me, man, I'm sick of this job. Well, should you apply for it? Don't complain for a job that you apply for. The terms and conditions, you know what I'm saying, and the quality and duties of your job was explained to you before you got hired. You asked for the job. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain about a job that you apply for. Because when you come to me, I'm be like, I don't want to hear it. Keep reading.
Verse 18. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee.
You understand? That means while you working, you gonna get cut. It's gonna hurt. But what you reap, you shall sow. If you do good work, the quality that comes up from this earth is gonna be good fruit. And it's gonna taste sweet to you. You understand? But if you yield and you sow evil and discord in this earth, it's going to be bitter. It's wormwood. Turn your stomach and it's going to be poison. You understand? Like them red berries that be out there on the trees that look so pretty. You bite into one of them things, boy, you go into the hospital.
Right. Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. One, you go into the hospital a lot. They're gonna have to pump your stomach. But they look so pretty. And when you bust in the juice, it's sweet. You go into the hospital.
Right.
And they're gonna have to pump your stomach, and you're gonna be in there for 2 days, guaranteed. You're going to be nigh unto death. You're gonna be cleaving to the porcelain god. But what you reap, you shall sow. But one thing you have to understand that the Lord will not be mocked, nor will the workers of the Lord. You understand? All right, let's get back to Genesis 19. Where we at? We at 19 and 15?
Count.
Let's go.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 19, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
Verse 16. And while he lingered, the man laid hold up his hand.
Laid
hold up his hand.
Upon
his hand. And upon the hand of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And upon the hand of his 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord bring merciful to him. And they brought him forth and set him without the city.
You understand? So one thing that you have to understand is that the Lord, you understand, he's going to show mercy upon the righteous. When you do the right thing, you don't have to worry about it. So Paul, give me Psalms 32 and 10. And then Yakubah, well, no, because it's going to be the chapter right after. So you're going to read 32 and 10, you're going to go to 33 and 18.
Psalms 32 and 10.
Psalms 32 and 10.
And I will come to the book of Psalms, chapter 32, and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Many sorrows shall be to the wicked.
Meaning what?
Many sorrows.
Many joys.
Many sorrows.
Many happiness.
Many sorrows.
Love and happiness.
Sorrow.
You understand? Many sorrows shall be towards the wicked. I know it seems like, they living high on the hog, man. You know what I'm saying? They out here balling in the mix. But shoot, I don't think young Dolph think all of those riches was worth his life.
Right.
I don't think Takeoff thought that dice game that he wasn't even playing was worth his life. You understand? It's not worth it. But what is saying again, support?
It'll come. Many sorrows.
Many sorrows, right? Many sorrows. You in this gang life, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have many sorrows. You're gonna be burying a partner every month. Somebody close to you gonna die every month. You understand? And then you get sent up, you know what I'm saying? And you doing a bid in prison for whatever long the stint is. Every day you wake up gonna be sorrow, and then you gotta watch your back. You don't get really no sleep, no rest. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do stuff in there that you wouldn't do on the outside just to survive and to stay alive. It says there are many sorrows. You know what I'm saying? And don't say what you won't do. Because somebody slipped something in your drink, somebody slipped something in your blunt, you're going to be chasing that high. You're going to be out here on the side of the street, outside your mind, naked, stripping out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Singing Ron Isley. And the young is going to be laughing at you. And you're going to be doing whatever you want or whatever you need to do to chase that high so you can stay in that state of mind because you done lost your mind. The scripture said that for the wicked, there are what, Sapar?
Many sorrows.
Read.
Shall be to the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
But he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about.
Only mercy comes to those that trust the Lord. You understand? Lot received mercy. You understand? Because he served his Lord, his uncle. You understand? And he was still under his uncle's covering. He still lived like he lived when he was with his uncle. So the Lord showed mercy upon him. Tried to extend that same mercy to those that were under his roof. You know what I'm saying? His soon-to-be son-in-law. They were betrothed. They weren't even married. They thought it was a joke. You understand? Laugh if you want to. But wisdom said that it will laugh at your calamity. You know what I'm saying? Now, in wisdom, I'm not going to laugh because I don't want any. I'm like Paul, I want all of Israel to be saved. But you got to use wisdom. And the only wisdom is in the law, statutes, and commandments. Give me the next one. What was it? 33 and where is it? Where am I? 33 and 18.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him.
You understand? The Lord is constantly watchful. I mean, clearly, if he say 10,000 gonna die at your right, 1,000 on your left, but death will not come nigh unto thee. Keep reading.
Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. Verse 19, to deliver their soul from death.
To deliver their souls from what?
To deliver their soul from death.
Because that's what salvation is. Salvation is from your enemies. Because your enemies seek to murder you, to kill you. Like, I don't know what this fairy tale is that Christianity, you know what I'm saying, has doctored up in our people's mind of what salvation is, but it says, woe unto those that worship upon the day of the Lord, that it is darkness, there's no light in it. Death is coming to America. Death is coming to the UK, to Spain, to Portugal, to Russia, to France, to Germany. You understand? To the Middle East. Anybody that had a hand in the destruction of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's coming to your door, just like when the angel of death rolled through Egypt and took out the firstborn. It's coming. If you don't believe me, the plagues have already started rolling out. The sea is actually turned to blood. You don't believe me? Google red tide. It's literally the exact depiction of what Moses did to the Nile River in Egypt. It's literally the same thing. The water turns blood red and it stinks of death and everything in it dies. But, you know, the Bible's fake though, right? It's all fairy tales and allegories. Keep reading.
Verse 19.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
To deliver their soul from death,
Mm-hmm.
and to keep them alive in famine.
To keep them alive and when?
To keep them alive in famine.
That's what's coming next. I hope you fasted before. I hope you have. Because days of going without food is coming. It's gonna be to a point to where to have a meal every 2 days is a delicacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a bottle of water every 3 days. It's coming. If you don't believe me, for those of you that celebrate holidays, you know what I'm saying? What was it like for you when you went to the grocery store during Christmas? You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm glad we stay stocked up in the fridge because she's like, baby, ain't nothing in here. You know, she was just trying to get a couple of fruits and vegetables for us to juice at the house. She said the produce section and the protein section was empty. Now, what you think gonna happen when they get news that we're potentially gonna go to war and war is breaking out on this soil, or God forbid, I don't say God forbid because I want it to happen, UFOs just show up in the sky across the world? Go ahead.
I was watching this video and they got the 3D printers.
Mm-hmm.
They starting to use the 3D printers
to make food.
Right.
Yeah, KFC. KFC is out of it's Germany or Russia, right? To make laboratory made chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
It's not even real food. You know what I'm saying? They make sushi in the laboratory now. Squid, all of that. It's all made in the lab. You want to know? You ever thought to yourself why it's called KFC and not Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore? Because when we was kids, it was called Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's not called Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. It's called KFC. Right? Because they can't say that they're selling you chicken if they're not selling you chicken. And if you think that I'm lying, look it up. It's on Google. It's on YouTube. It was on the news. Go ahead. I'm gonna let both y'all go ahead.
Sir, aren't them chicken, them nuggets isn't that the chicken they put in them bowls, the corn bowls and the mashed potato bowls?
It's all the same chicken, huh? But before they did this stuff in labs, a study came out, which is why KFC been real low key. they show the chickens that KFC uses on, it looked like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Right.
The chickens had no feathers. They had grotesque. They looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and they were like big as turkeys. You know what I'm saying? They look like I forgot what's the name. It's an Egyptian cat. I forgot what the name of it's called, but it's a cat with no fur. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked detestable. And that's what you eat. Now, they just getting rid of the organic matter completely, and it's all scientific fibers. They're trying to kill you.
Right.
Go ahead, Sapar, what you was about to say?
So like I just wanted to, it was so heavy that you said it, because I went to KFC not too long ago, and I got the wing piece. I've been noticing the wings are so small. I mean, they're not, if you want to go to the store and get a pack of wings and fry them at the house, the wings you would fry at your house, it's like it's 10 times bigger than what the KFC is serving to the people.
I'm telling you this because I love you. Stop eating at KFC. Brother, I can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? The last time, bro, the last time I ate at KFC, it was called Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you got so many options in Houston. You got chicken plus, you got Frenchies. You know what I'm saying? You got what's the you got chicken to you. Oh look, he advertised his favorite spot, crispy crunchy. You know what I'm saying? You got golden chicken. You know what I'm saying? I even mess with Isupk. They got this new thing in Houston. It's called El Pollo Loco. It's awesome. They got one right around the corner from the house. They empanadas is fire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, just go to a taco truck, guy. At least you know you getting real food.
Right.
And you paying less than what you gonna pay at KFC. You gonna pay $10 for artificially inseminated chicken or one that's artificially made in a lab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are trying to kill you.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So, let me see where we at. Let's go back to what's this saying? She said, looking Mew from she said the chicken looking like Mew from Pokemon. Good night, sis. God. She said KFC is trash. Garbage. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. All right, let's get back to Genesis 19. What we had? We had 17? Yeah, we had 17. Genesis 19 and 17.
Because the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life.
Mm-hmm.
Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain.
Mm-hmm.
Escape to the mountains.
Escape where?
Escape to the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
lest thou be consumed. Verse 18.
All right, so one thing that you got to understand, when the Lord delivers you from something, right? Don't look back at it. If the Lord delivers you from whores, why would you go to a strip club? If the Lord delivers you from smoking weed, why would you still hang around your partners that smoke weed? You know what I'm saying? If the Lord delivers you from alcoholism, why would you go hang out at a bar? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the scripture says, one of my favorite scriptures, Psalms 1, you know what I'm saying? You don't stand in the way of sinners. You don't take counsel from the ungodly. You don't sit in the seat of the scornful. You remove that from all the way around you. You understand? Give me Luke 9 and 62. You know what I'm saying? This is important. If the Lord delivers you from something, leave. Do not look back.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 62.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
You understand? You trying to plow a straight line for the Lord's harvest. You looking back and go across the field. You messing up the crop. Like there's nothing for you in the world. Like now this is not me saying you can't go out and have a good time. I love to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You know, my brothers be calling me the turn up king. You know what I'm saying? I know how to have a good time. But I know how to work. There's a time and a place for everything. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't go out. Right? But going out every weekend, for what? Ain't you trying to be a father and a husband? Or a wife and a mother? What? Ain't nothing out there for every weekend? Like, bro, when I was the executive chef at Trez Art and Wine, I got friends now that, you know, we like this, but it's because they was at brunch every Sunday. Every Sunday. Like, I had regulars that, to the point to now, we're friends. They were there every Sunday. Like, every Sunday, bro? You turn it up, you know, throwing your tail in a circle every Sunday? Nah, bro. What we celebrating? Philando Castile? Trayvon Martin? Alton Sterling? What we celebrating? Big Floyd? What we celebrating? I'm gonna turn up the Passover though. I'm gonna turn up for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm gonna turn up for Purim. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm gonna turn up for that. Because we are a nation not desired that have gathered ourselves together to rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. I'm gonna celebrate for that. Did what I'm saying? Give me, let's go back to it. Where we at? What time? It's 32? Yeah, we can get through this. Let's go to, we at 20, we at 18. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 18. Mm-hmm. And Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord. Mm-hmm. Verse 19, behold now, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, mm-hmm. and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die.
Now, understand this, the Lord knows the way that he has for you, right? The Lord has a plan and a purpose for your life, right? But because the Lord is a merciful Lord, and if you want something, you desire something, and you ask the Lord for it, he'll heal me. He'll be like, well, I really think that you should flee to the mountain. But you want to flee to this city over here, yeah, go ahead. I won't destroy it for your sake. You know? So, it's just like a brother or sister, like the Lord knows the wife that he has for you. The Lord knows the husband that he has for you, you know. But you see this brother right here, this is right here, you be like, ooh, Lord, that's him. And he be like, no, sis, no, brother, that ain't her. I think you should wait. I got something for you right here. I know you say you got the Lord. The way this brother break down scriptures, or the way this sister prepare camp meals, Lord, she the one. Brother, I hear you. You know, I prefer that you flee to him. But if this is your desire, I mean, you are a righteous brother. Who am I to deny something that someone that is righteous desires? Go ahead. Go ahead and go to Zohar. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 20. Behold now, the city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live.
21.
Verse 21. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken.
Because the Lord hears the request of the righteous. Sapar, give me Psalms 145 and 19.
145, 19.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord knows what's the best for you. And the best thing that he has for you, it might be something that you don't even desire. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. My wife told me, she was like, you know, if we would have met back in the Gap, it wouldn't have worked. You know what I'm saying? It, like, look, brother, nah, it wouldn't have worked. But sometimes the Lord gotta prepare you to prepare that person. But sometimes we choose things that the Lord didn't have in store for us, and we waste time instead of just following the instructions that we were given. You understand? Like, brother, I wasted a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time. You know what I'm saying? With people that I should not have been with. You know what I'm saying? I've lost homes, cars, jobs behind these people. You know what I'm saying? Living a life, portraying a life that wasn't me to appease these people. And you wasted time. Time is the most valuable commodity. You can't get that back. You understand? The Lord knows what he has for you, and it's more than you can. The scripture said, Christ said, in my Father's house of many mansions, and I go and make a place for you. He says that you can't even imagine what I have in store for you. I mean, y'all know what I didn't imagine. You know, I say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? They gonna call me the jade and gold emperor. Everything gonna be jade and gold. The tiles gonna be jade. The reveals in the tile gonna be gold. The table gonna be jade. The utensils and the plates gonna be gold. You know what I'm saying? I go in the bathroom, the sink, countertop gonna be jade. The faucet bowls and the faucet gonna be gold. You ain't never seen nothing like that. The Lord said it's gonna be better than that. Brother, it's gonna have to be some 5D light transitioning, transforming home that I walk in room to room, say boom, 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 living room. You know what I'm saying? I make it right, boom, 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 bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You can't even imagine that. Your house will transform. You know what I'm saying? You go to your door talking about it's morphin' time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Read what you got, Sapar.
Karamukan is the book of Psalms, chapter 145 and verse 19. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. Verse 20, the Lord, the Lord per...
Start at 19 again.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 145, and verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him.
So like, if you righteous, you know what I'm saying, and you fear the Lord, and you doing everything you're supposed to do, and you desire something, now the Lord be like, you know, the scriptures say everything that's lawful ain't expedient. I know she look good, brother. That ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to be like us and make love in this club. You know what I'm saying? But brother, you intoxicated. Go home.
Right.
That ain't the one. Sis, I know that brother's cologne is alluring. You know what I'm saying? His beard just make you just want to just rub your hands through it. You know what I'm saying? His cornrows is a pattern in which you've never seen. You know what I'm saying? His shoulders are so broad. Go home, sis. You know what I'm saying? I know you desire, and the Lord will give you your desire. But it might not be what the Lord wants for you. But since you righteous and you desire, the Lord will give it to you. That's why in all things you should seek counsel. But the Lord will tell you what he wants for you and what he has for you. 9 times out of 10, you know it because you'll have this voice in the back of your head and be like, don't go there. Stay home tonight. You shouldn't hang with them. Don't do that. Don't get in that car. He ain't the right one. She not the right one, brother. We all have those moments when that voice in our head tells us that, but you ignore it because of your desires. And the Lord is like, who am I to deny what you desire and you are righteous? And in your wickedness, Satan be like, who am I to deny what you desire and you've been so wicked? Go ahead. But even in your righteousness, the Lord will give you what you desire, even if it's not what he wants for you. Because the Lord knows what you need. And it's salvation. All right, let's go back to, we had 22.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom.
The Lord did what?
Rained upon Sodom.
Mm-hmm.
And upon Gomorrah, brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground.
So, Paul, give me Psalms 11 and 16. You know what I'm saying? The Lord. Now imagine this, right? The angels told Lot, hey, bro, I need you to flee to the mountains. He was like, stall me out, Debo. Stall me out, Lord. Let me just go to this little small city, this small town. I know you're going to destroy Houston. You know what I'm saying? And you want me to go to Killeen, but stall me out to Beaumont. It's just a little small town. You feel me? It's just a little small town out the way. He's like, all right, go ahead and go to Beaumont then. I need you to go to Killeen. I really want you to be in El Paso, all the way out the way. On like dang on near West Coast. I want you to be in another time zone. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, if you want to go to Beaumont, go to Beaumont. I can't destroy Houston till you go to Beaumont, right? And he said when he rained down fire and brimstone, he destroyed Manville, Wallaceville, you know what I'm saying? The north side, Woodlands, Pearland, you know what I'm saying? All the way to Savannah. What you don't realize is Wallaceville is really close to Beaumont. You know, I mean, like, Wallaceville is 50 minutes from Lamar County in Beaumont and Port Arthur. It's 50 minutes. So if there's fire and brimstone raining down in Wallaceville, you gonna feel it in Beaumont. But the Lord wanted you to be in Killeen and El Paso. But your desire was like, I don't feel like driving all the way to Killeen or El Paso. Just throw me out to Beaumont. Like, all right. Well, I can't destroy Houston till you get to Beaumont. Go ahead and go to Beaumont. Read what you got, support.
So you said Psalms 11?
No, Psalms, what did I say? Yeah, Psalms 11. Psalms 11:16, is that right?
Got 7 verses.
What's 6? Psalms 11:6.
7 and 6. It said, upon the wicked.
Yeah, that's it. I typo. Psalms 11:6.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 11, and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
You understand? The Lord said that he's going to rain down on the wicked. Wrath is the portion of their cup. You understand, brother? When I say the Lord got something special stored up for the corporation known as the United States of America, you know what I'm saying? For France, for Russia, for Ukraine, for Germany, for England, you know what I'm saying? The whole United Kingdom. When I say it's going to be something so glorious for the Middle East.
For the small hats.
You know, for the small hats. You know what I'm saying? The Goldbergs.
Right. Yeah, right.
You understand? The Lord got something so special stored up for him. It's going to be so glorious. You know, matter of fact, no, the correct word is going to be so awesome. It's going to be so terribly awesome. It's going to be a new thing so that you'll know only the angels have done it. I saw a video. You know how like on like Good Morning America, like before the show come on, they'll have like the skyline of the cityscape. It was I think it was like Fox Channel 6, and they were just talking. They had the late night video of the cityscape, and they didn't realize they're showing it was just UFOs just doing their thing in the sky. They was like, are those aliens? Like, it's going down. It's about to happen. We at the end, brother. Matter of fact, it's over. We just playing it out. And you out here want to play games. You want to slip on the tightrope. You want to be lukewarm. You want to be out here still hanging with your partners on the block. But you're going to get hit by brimstone. Sulfur. That's what brimstone is. It's a huge rock of sulfur, flaming coming from the sky. You're going to get smoked. Because you're not at the LZ. You're not at the land zone to get picked up. Because you so caught up in this world. It's over. That's why they trying to create the metaverse. You understand? That's why they're creating all of this artificial intelligent AIs with human sleeves. So they don't have to be in the world. They can just be in their little VR set and be out in the world in their avatar. They turning the earth into a video game because they know what's coming. That's why they got drones to drop bombs, so pilots don't have to. It's a video game. See, because pilots will second guess a decision dropping a bomb, you know what I'm saying, on a village of women and children, because they can see the women and children. Somebody sitting at home or sitting at the base with a joystick and a game set, they're detached from the situation. So it's easier for them to kill. You understand what I'm saying? A news report just came out that 12 robots killed 29 humans in China. Yeah, in a lab. Killed 29 humans. Con. Look it up.
Like it's a robot.
They have to put the truth out there. They have to tell you. Everything that they put in movies is going to come forth in reality. Now, why they got all these movies about things going on in the water? But when you see all these UFO sightings, where they coming out of? The water. Or when they fleeing from the U.S. Air Force, where they flee to? The water. Go ahead.
If I could, sir. I think they only discovered they haven't even discovered the whole sea. Like it's part
no, they haven't. And look, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that's even heavier than that. The NASA space program, it started out as exploring the sea. Right. Why did they stop exploring the sea? Did they find something down there? They was like, yeah, we gonna leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tell you, you can look it up yourself. It's this white man that just got killed. Like this ain't no conspiracy theory, and this white man is I'm sorry, for social media purposes, he got unalived. You know, you can't say killed anymore. You can't say murder or death. He was unalived. Right? I don't know. I want to say it was National Geographic or Blue Planet. One of those, right? He was a discoverer. You know what I'm saying? He got a submarine and he went to the bottom of the ocean. You know what he found at the bottom of the ocean? He found a lake at the bottom of the ocean. Now, mind you, he's in water. He found a lake at the bottom of the ocean, right? And it was like mussels, like clams, like mussels. They were the shore and they were just resting on it, right? And he tried to go into, because he saw creatures coming in and out of the lake, right? And when he tried to submerge through it in the submarine, it was so dense, he couldn't go through it. And as he was trying to go through it, he saw the shock waves bouncing through the bottom of the ocean. Go ahead.
So like, is this the biblical Leviathan?
No.
Oh.
Now, understand what I'm saying. In the video, there are eels and octopus going through it. They're going through it. His submarine couldn't submerge through it because it was so dense.
Okay, the pressure.
No, not the pressure, the material of this firmament that was holding it, right? So remember, the Lord separated the waters from the waters, right? And in the Bible, it says that there are doors in the rivers of the ocean. Remember, I drew it up on the board.
Okay.
Right? His submarine couldn't, it's a video, you can go on YouTube and watch it. When he went and he did this interview, a week later, when he was taking a helicopter going his next exploration, it exploded. He was unalive. Go ahead, brother. You have something you want to say? Go ahead.
Unalive in the helicopter.
Yeah, he's unalive in the helicopter.
So
Go ahead.
So at the bottom is, so what you're saying is,
I'm not saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what I saw. There is video.
So what?
There was a lake at the bottom of the ocean.
A lake at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
Golly, I can't even.
Right. Until you see it, you can't even imagine. It's like, so he in the water. You said there's a lake in the water? How is there a lake in the water, sir? Go on YouTube if you think I'm lying. You can look it up on TikTok, on YouTube. It's there. Because so many people reposting it. They took down the original video, but some people recorded and they reposted it. It's everywhere. And this is not something that's a theory, something that's a hoax. This is something that was posted, and I want to say it was Blue Planet. You know, it's National Geographic, it's Blue Planet, there's Planet Earth. I can't remember which of those publications that it was. You understand? But he was unalive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Look, you got people online saying it right now. I saw it. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's there. I'm not making this up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to the scripture. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 20. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
But his wife looked back.
But his wife did what?
Looked back
Mm-hmm.
from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
She became a pillar of what?
Of salt.
Now, sisters, you know, I'm just gonna keep it real, right? I know a lot of times that you want all the details of what's going on. Like when your husband tells you or asks you to do something, you want to know the why. Because it's the why that motivates you, right? But I'm going to tell you something that someone probably never told you. You know, because I know it ain't no more big mamas no more. Like a pair of shoes in your closet, just do it. It'll save your life. You understand? Like, can anybody tell me why she looked back? Can anybody tell me why she looked back? Does anybody know? Go ahead.
She didn't have faith.
You own it. Make it more simpler. You're right. She didn't have faith, but make it more simple. Go ahead.
She missed it. She wanted to look back one more time.
No, he owned it. She did not have faith, but make it simpler.
She didn't trust her husband.
No, you right. You right on it. She ain't have faith. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. In the gym, if you can't lift, why can't you lift a certain amount of weight? It's because you're what?
Oh, she was weak.
She was weak. You understand? Your husband told you, you don't even got it. You hear it getting destroyed. He told you it's gonna get destroyed. And he said, the angel of the Lord said, do not look back. And because of her selfishness, and the selfishness comes because you're weak, because it takes strength to think of someone other than yourself. for the sake of yourself. Every day I think about every single one of you brothers. Every decision that I make, I know that it affects every single one of you. I can't just do it for myself because it affects you. Every choice that I make affects every single one of you. Because if I get caught selling drugs, it's not going to be whatever my government name is selling drugs. Precinct Officer Tazadok of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General YAHANNA, caught with metro tons of marijuana. I don't sell drugs because I love you. I don't sell drugs because I love Christ. Everything that I do, I don't do it for myself. Because when I was in the world, that's what I was doing it for. Me. Right. I do it for you. Because if you see the fact that I am strong enough not to do it, what does that mean? You're strong enough not to do it. We're one body, one faith, one baptism. And because she was selfish and weak, she turned to a pillar of salt. Now for all you people out there, how the hell she turned into a pillar of salt? You don't believe me? I've been dropping things for you to Google and YouTube all day, right? Why don't you Google or YouTube Russian soldiers that came across some UFOs and turned to pillars of salt? And we're not talking about 20, 30 years ago. We're talking 2022. Right. Oh, yeah, look it up. Look it up. Go ahead.
And Salakia, if I may, sir, I seen a documentary, and they revealed the location of the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, and they picked over some of the sulfur rocks, and they still are flammable. It turned into like a purple flame.
Brother. Now, I don't know if you know where this thing is. Okay, so I don't know if you know the color of fire, right? So when you see that yellow, that's the least hot. See, now this right here is glowing blue. Hotter than this is purple.
Good man. And that's just putting fire to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
So by color, the yellow white light is the weakest heat. Blue is hotter. I mean, we see it when you turn on the gas stove. You see the top of it is yellow and white. The closest to the burner, it's blue. Now there's something hotter than that. It's purple. It's real. And there's something hotter than that. It's green. Yeah, burn some ethanol rubbing alcohol. It's gonna turn green. Go ahead.
If I could, I worked in this metal chemical plant, and they had a furnace in the middle of the plant. So in the furnace, when you it's a part where you look in it and you can see all the different kinds of how the fire look in there. It's green, purple, then it gets blue, and then I think it go even hotter than green too.
Facts.
That furnace was like super hot.
So I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like I be on. Look, I do research all day, every day. I'm here to tell y'all, we at the end. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else to tell y'all. It ain't nothing to play with. I know you want to smoke your weed. I love living more than dying. Right. So for me to live, don't get into it. When I was in the world, I love smoking weed. I love selling it. I love smoking it. You know what I'm saying? I love doing shrooms. I loved it all. But if I got to give that up to live, and not only live, to be in the kingdom, to not have Christ say, like y'all remember that scene towards the end of the show, Martin, when Martin went to Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? He came across Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? And Michael's like, Tito, and he made him look and he punched him, you know what I'm saying? So if I gotta give up all that for the Lord, not to say Michael, you know what I'm saying, and have Michael slay me, I'm good. Shalom. Shalom to all of it. I'm that selfish. You feel me? It's not worth my life. It's slowly killing me anyway, right? Keep reading. Let's go back to the scriptures. Let's try to get through this.
This is the book of This is the book of Genesis chapter 19, verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 28. And he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah and towards all the land of the plain. And behold, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 29. And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, where he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
Verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mount.
Hold on. Lot went out from where?
Zoar.
And went where?
And dwelt in the mount.
Where did the angel tell him he wanted him to go to first?
The mount.
Yeah, you gonna look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You gonna do what the Lord say.
Right.
One way or another. You either gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Right? So the angel of the Lord told Lot, I need you to flee to the mountain. Lot was like, stall me out, Debo. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna destroy Houston, but Beaumont right here is only an hour and a half away. I don't feel like driving 5 hours to El Paso or Killeen or the Rio Grande Valley. Just tell me out right here. When the Lord started dropping them bombs, you know what I'm saying, and shaking the earth, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the sky turn on fire and stuff like that, he got it. Like I was about to say, I can say ass because it's donkey in the Bible. He got his ass up out of Beaumont. He took his ass clean in El Paso.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the fire got hot. It was the what'd you say the color of the fire was, Sapar?
Purple.
That purple fire got hot.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It was so hot. Abraham, you know what I'm saying, was up and down. He was like, "Woo! It's a good Lord, it's a fire." You know what I'm saying? Going down to Houston. He was like, God, dog is going down to Houston. You gonna do what the Lord say one way or the other. Either you gonna get down, or you gonna lay down. Precept. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. Then I want you to read 28:15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the word, unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So if you hearken, if you listen, if you observe, if you see, and if you do all the commandments of the Lord thy God, read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Right. So if you do everything that I tell you to do, you're going to be out the way, you're going to be saved, and you're going to be up on high above all nations.
Right.
Now read verse 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to do, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these what?
curses shall come upon thee.
All these what?
Curses shall come upon thee
Mm-hmm.
and overtake thee.
What does it mean to overtake?
Destroy.
To destroy you. Either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. It's that simple. Know what I'm saying? Let's go back to Genesis. Now just finish out this chapter so we can go home.
And his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
He and his 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old. Our father is old, and this is not there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, sisters. Right? This is why you should not gossip. Right? So one thing that you have to understand is men are logical. Women are emotional. Right? So imagine, right? We in Houston. The Lord tell us to go to El Paso, Killeen, or the Rio Grande Valley, all the way out the way, border towns close to the West Coast, because he's gonna destroy Houston, right? And we say, allow us to go to Beaumont, right? And the Lord destroys Houston and all the surrounding area. We talking about Pearland, Sugarland, Manville, Woodlands, Richmond, Katy, you know what I'm saying, Wallaceville, you know what I'm saying, everything surrounding Houston, and you in Beaumont. You think the world then got destroyed. Like you seeing purple fire rise up to the sky. The whole sky, you think the earth is gone. You know what I'm saying? And why are you driving? Because you leaving out of Beaumont because you thinking it's coming to Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? To get to the Rio Grande Valley. So you driving through the destruction and you think the world is over. But all you had to do was talk to your father. He would have told you that it wasn't over because the Lord said he was just going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah in the surrounding places. But did they talk to their father? No, what did they do? They talked amongst themselves. Stop gossiping. If you don't have the information, the facts of the matter, and you're conversing about hearsay, walk away. Close your mouth. It's not important. Keep reading.
Verse 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him that we may preserve seed of our father. Verse 33. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went and lay with him, went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Keep reading.
Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go through in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our fathers. Verse 35. And they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
All right, let me tell you something. These two sisters are utterly disgusting.
Right.
You understand? You want to know who these two sisters are? These the ones that you know. If it's your woman, Salakia, she's the ones that goes over her partner house. It's a quote unquote best friend, right? And be like, well, sis, let's pregame before we roll out. You know what I'm saying? And they smoke, and while they smoking, you know, she feeling all good. He turn on some music. You know what I'm saying? He like, you want something to drink? I got some Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? I got some Jack Daniels, pour her up. You know what I'm saying? And she give up the draws. And the next day you call on the phone and you track her iPhone location and you pull up and she be like, I was drunk. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of woman. This is the ones, see, it's the same type of sister that got the OnlyFans or the webcam pages. You know what I'm saying? They not having sex with a man. They doing it with a dildo, or they're taking inappropriate pictures of themselves where they like, I got a dress on, it's see-through, but I got nipple covers on, and I got a part that covers my vajayjay, so I'm not a whore. You're disgusting. You understand? The same ones, well, I'm not sleeping with a man, so I'm not a whore. But they on OnlyFans showing all of their hind parts. Go ahead, Ak.
If I could, sir, it seems like today, these days, a lot of women are using their bodies to make money these days.
You want to know why? Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you why. Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 23. Yeah, it's right here. You can go grab it, but keep going. What you had something you want to say, right, Sapar?
I just wanted to go back to those scriptures explaining that situation. Could it be that Lot's daughters, could they have, when they say that they made him to drink again, did they drug him to make him out of his nerves or add something extra to the drink?
Come on. You understand? Go ahead.
I don't think they call that honey that they put in the stuff now.
No, he was completely incapacitated.
If I could, sir, like a date rape job.
Right. He gave him the what's it called,
The roofies.
No, the name of what was it called, the
Molly.
No, what Bill Cosby was giving him. What was it called?
Oh,
Quaaludes. He was giving them Quaaludes. You know what I'm saying?
I thought because they came from a place like Sodom, so they probably do like all type of, things to the drug, just like how their spirit is this day, because like them type of minds are known to drug brothers and to rob them.
What you gotta understand is that they were utterly disgusted. You understand? Like, to sleep with your father? You understand how disgusting that is, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That is utterly detestable. Read.
So Ecclesiasticus 7 and 7?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus.
No, 7 and 23.
7 and 23. This was Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and 23.
It is in the Apocrypha. Go ahead.
Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth.
You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, if you have children, that you are to instruct them and bow down their head from youth. You teach them to have reverence. You understand? What this means is that Lot was light on his kids. You understand? There's no way that a child of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob would have thought to even do this. You understand what I'm saying? To sleep with your father? Keep reading.
Verse 24. Hast thou daughters, have a care of their bodies.
You know what I'm saying? If you have a daughter, have care of their bodies. You teach them to be chaste. You understand? To save their dignity, you understand, and their honor for their husband.
Right.
Like, you can be fine on social media without showing your body. Like, I like to give an example, you know what I'm saying, of sisters like that, right? So, like, one sister, even though she's in the world that's like that, Angela Bassett. You ain't never seen no picture of Angela Bassett half naked on social media, ever. You understand? The original Vivian Banks. You know what I'm saying? From Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? Claire Hustable, who's from H-Time, by the way. You know what I'm saying? These were highly sought after women. They were classy. You know what I'm saying? They were honorable women. They were women that were desired because you had to imagine how beautiful they were. Because they kept themselves covered. Go ahead, brother.
It's a lot of the what's that first Gorilla Glow said in her song, 99 pounds and his biggest one is me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Take charge over your daughter's bodies. Teach them the truth. Read.
And show not thyself cheerful towards them.
You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to show yourself cheerful towards your daughters. You know what that means?
Like attracted to it, sound like.
You know what I'm saying? It's a double entendre.
Kind of.
Right.
Like, your daughters should not feel that you're approachable to be played with. That's not saying that you're a tyrant unto them. There should be the highest reverence of respect from your daughters to their father. You understand? They should feel like my daddy the hardest man on earth. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you, it was one sister that I dated when I was in the world. Her daddy had the first step rule. You know what I'm saying? When I was a young man, like when I was like in adolescence, when you came to his house, you couldn't go past the first step in his house. You would wait for his daughter at the first step. Ain't no going into the room. Y'all not chilling in the upstairs living room. Y'all not even chilling in the downstairs living room where he can see y'all. You don't go past the first step in the house. You had something you want to say?
So I just wanted to piggyback on that because I just heard my daughter say she was telling her mother, it's like, could you tell my dad because I'm afraid of him. It's like you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like a tyrant and stuff, but you know I was kind of surprised that she is afraid of like that. You know what I mean?
Shoot, Officer Ron got it for you. He say First Thessalonians 5:22, abstain from all appearance of evil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just because it look good, don't mean you got to partake of it.
Right.
Keep reading.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 36.
Mm-hmm.
Thus were both the daughters of Lot.
No. In the Apocrypha.
Oh.
Yeah, we wouldn't done. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 7
and 20.
I think he was at 20,
25.
No. 25.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, and Apocrypha, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
You know what I'm saying? To marry your daughter is a weightier matter because you have to fight through her hormones, her raging hormones. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I know that he look good. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you think he the captain of the football team, but your daddy didn't seen these type of niggas before. You know what I'm saying? In 10 years, I'm telling this ain't the one. Just wait. And for a father to get his daughter through middle school and high school, through college, and to get her to marry a righteous man of the Lord, that is a weighty matter. That is not an easy task. To keep her chaste, that's not easy. Keep reading.
But give her to a man of understanding.
You don't give your daughter to a weak man. You don't give your daughter to a drug addict, a drug dealer. And every man knows the like and the sort. You don't give your daughter to an abuser. You understand? And if you have sons, you don't raise your sons to be this sort or this like. Right. But the next part is the heaviest part. Keep reading.
Verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
Do you have a wife that is after your mind in this truth? You understand? This is for you, Akim. When you go take a wife, I know she look good, I know she dropping it like it's hot in the club. You understand? But those women that you looking at, they are just like the daughters of Lot. Right. They are disgusting. They'll do a threesome. That's disgusting. Those are the same type of women to appease your libido, to try and keep you. They'll do wickedness. They'll lick box. You understand? It's to a point. I saw a disgusting video on TikTok to where a dude was with his daughter and his daughter's mother. I seen that stupid shit. And they do threesomes. That is disgusting.
From the Canaanite culture.
Go ahead.
If I could, it's another video circling around on the internet where it's a guy and two other dudes, and it's like a stud chick, and they're supposed to be in a whole relationship with each other.
Like, bro, if you are a righteous man and you took a stud as a wife, she's no longer a stud. She would be a beautiful flower. It's been done. I didn't seen it. But read that scripture again. Start from the top of the verse.
Verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
Mm-hmm.
Forsake her not.
You know what I'm saying? If you find a woman that is after your own heart, that's what the scripture says. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Right. Because the scripture says, of 1,000 men, righteous I found one. It said, of women I found none. Mm-hmm. So if you find you a wife that is after your own heart, what does it say?
Forsake her not.
Forsake her not. Keep reading.
But give not thyself over to a light woman.
The daughters of Lot were weak. Right. They were light women. Do not give yourself to a light woman. Is she so easy to go with the flow to where she'll hang out with her friends looking provocative like a hoe? Do not give yourself to a light woman. Right. The scripture says there is nothing more beautiful than a mind well instructed. This ain't pimping, this is honor. A woman does what her husband asks because she honors her husband, because she respects her husband, because her husband does not forsake her. Right. Do not sully your wife's name by tying yourself to a bondwoman, a whore. Now, your wife has to be the husband of a man that lays with whores. And she got with you because You gave her honor and dignity because you are a righteous man. Sisters love nothing more than to get around they homegirls, but look at my man. He's such a good man. He's amazing, girl. He did this, and this. Now imagine us saying, my husband did this, and this, and the homegirl's like, well, I saw him at Gold Diggers last night, putting $100 bills between my homegirl Chi-Chi's behind. Everything that you done and gone out the window, huh? A woman follows after the leadership of her husband. There would be no sisters in a strip club if it wasn't no niggas there. Right. I promise you, if it wasn't no niggas in there spending their paycheck, it wouldn't be nobody on the pole. Because they there because the men are there. Right. We have turned our daughters into whores. Do not give yourself to a light woman. And with that, we're going to pass the class over to Trooper Yakabad. You know what I'm saying? Support, turn the camera.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves for the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers 18:21. The book of Malachi 3:8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, non-mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. I think I know it.
Yes, correct.
5th of March, 6th of March. Purim, 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. 5th of March, 6th of March, 2023. The book of Esther, 9:20 through 31. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And these are security announcements.
All right, with that, Amajium, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn, face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew. Then in English, repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadad, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Balat Wakab, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Yatalanawa, Laham, Call, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawati now, Hasalaki now, Kabawati now, Wala'ah, Kavya Iron Hour, Manasaya 1, Abal, Awashaya now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Lakab, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahata Para, Ha'awalamyum, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sar, turn your face to front. Go give a courtesy salute to the brothers and to the sisters. And of Israel, March Shabbat, Maji, Ra, Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua Brakatah. Yadabata, Sar, turn your face sisters, men of Israel. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty. Barak. Yahweh Shabbat Bashim Yahushua. Yadabata, dismiss.